Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I do hope you missed me, and if you didn't, hope you at least thought of me. If any of you happened to see my last video and happened to wander into the comments, you may have found a small argument between me and a man named Sloan, who I can only assume is a raging 13 to 14-year-old kid too amped up on sugar and monster energy to control his feelings, called my base trash. So just because I'm petty, and I needed a reason to make a video, and I'm just really competitive, I want to present my new base. Icebound is a duo-to-trio base that has a tanky exterior, a compact and efficient core, cleverly placed peaks for retake, unenterable wide gaps, and many more small things about this base that just make it all the better. But without all that talking, let's get into the build. To start off this base, we're going to be using a triangle foundation. We're going to place 3 foundations off of that triangle foundation, and we're going to place 2 triangle foundations in each of these gaps to make a full circle. We're going to place 2 walls on one of these foundations, it doesn't matter which one. 2 half walls like this, and then a wall frame, and a floor to seal that off. We're going to place a floor triangle here. We're going to rotate these 2 walls, make sure they're stone when you do this, and then we can place a TC right there. Seal that off with a door. We're going to place 2 walls right here, a wall right here. Make sure we upgrade that to sheet metal. And a wall right here. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to place 2 half walls right here. Then a wall right here. We're going to place a wall here. And 2 walls here. And upgrade that to sheet metal. We're going to place furnaces here for a jump out, with a wall frame and a door, and we're going to seal in our roof. Once your roof is sealed in, you can come up here and place 2 walls and a wall frame like this, so you have a sealed jump out. Once you have a fully sealed base, you can place any workbench. I'm just using the tier 3 for reference. Right here, it's a locker, right here, and you can fit a box under your workbench. Coming to your TC room, we can place a box here, a box here. We can also place a box up here. And if we stand on this box that we placed earlier, we can place a box right here. If you have a sheet metal double door on this wall frame right now, you will have to take the door off, but once the box is placed, you can place the door back on. Over here, we're going to place a triangle not a foundation, but a triangle. And we can place 4 boxes in a circle right here. You can hold shift to snap them into place for easy placing, and you can place 2 boxes up here as well. We're going to come on to the outside. We're going to fill in these. Make sure these are sheet metal before you fill them in, but once they are, you can fill them in. And then off of each of these foundations, we're going to place a triangle foundation. And then off of each of those triangle foundations, we're going to place 2 foundations. Once you have all that placed, we're going to place 2 triangle foundations off of the back of these foundations like this. Once you have all that placed, we can come to this triangle foundation that we originally placed and seal it off on each side. And make sure you upgrade this wall on each side. Once those are done, you can seal these off with floor triangles. And once you have all of this done, all you need is a small jump up. You can keep this twig, and you can just get up to your base and easily break it when the next stage comes. But this is usually considered the first stage of the base, because anywhere you go, once you have this upgraded to sheet metal, anywhere you blow from is at least 8 rockets. And then when you upgrade the core fully to sheet metal and you upgrade this to armored, it's 16 rockets anywhere. So this is considered a pretty good starter for wipe day. But let's get into stage 2. To start off stage 2 of the base, we're going to go into our roof, and we're going to come to this foundation off of the door, which would be your triangle loot room, which has the 6 boxes. We're going to come off of here, and we're going to build a wall here and 2 half walls here. And then we're going to place a floor, and then a twig foundation here. We're going to place a wall frame here, a floor frame here, another wall frame here, and a window here. And then you can seal the rest of it with windows, or with walls. And then we're going to fill in all of these on each side. Once you have all of those filled in, we can just fill in each of the floors on top. Once you have that done, we're going to make the actual pathway that goes to the door. So we're going to build walls all around here. We're going to close this off. Then we're going to build a wall right here and right here. Then we're going to put a wall frame here. We're going to close these both off with garage doors. And we're going to put a roof on here. Build the roof as you go. We're going to build all around here, just to block it off. And come back over here, and we're going to make this a small triangle loop. We're going to block this off for honeycomb. We're going to place a door frame here, make sure the hard side is facing out, and then we're going to take a vending machine. And we're going to place it like this, so that the shop side is facing this way. The reason that we're going to do this is once we upgrade this to sheet metal, this is going to be a much cheaper way to raid into the core through doors. So this is going to discourage raiders from actually wanting to choose through here, because if you place a wall frame here, a wall frame here, a wall frame here, and a wall frame here, they have to break all those wall frames just to get past here. And you can't get past here as well with a wall frame here. And if you break a vending machine, you can't get anything that's inside of the vending machine, and you can't rotate it while there's stuff in it. So if you put loot in here, they can't get it if they destroy this. So they're going to have to go through each of the doors. We're going to fill in these as well. Make sure to get this back wall. Fill this in. We're going to make this our jump up. We're going to make a wall frame here, fill in the roof right here and right here, and then we can just fill all of these in with doors. And you can place a window so you can seal it off. We're going to go up our jump up, and we're going to make 2 walls and a wall frame, and close it off with a floor triangle and a door. And then we're going to come upstairs and fill in any holes and gaps that we might have for making the honeycomb. Once we have any gaps that we might have made filled in, we're going to come behind the jump up right here, and we're going to fill in these walls, and we're just going to fill this in all the way around the base. Once you have this filled in, we're going to go to this same triangle on each of the 3 foundations, and we're going to box it in like this. This one right here, we can put a wall frame. Or I'm sorry, for this one right here, we're going to make our jump up. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to put a wall frame. And then we can build our door up top. And then over here, we're going to put a wall frame here, and a floor here, and the same thing for this side. We can also fill in our roof. Once that's all filled in, we can make both of these rooms back here our bedrooms, so we can place a locker in each. And we can place a bed in each. We're going to place a half wall here and a floor triangle on top of that half wall. And then we're going to get electric furnaces. And we're going to place 2 on each of the bottom and top of the shelves like this. And then we're going to place a small box like this. And now you can use electricity to get these things running. Obviously they're running for me, but this is just a building server. And then you can use industrial to get them all hooked up so they automatically smelt whatever you put in them, and then it goes into the box. If you guys want a video on how to make something like that, please leave that in the comments. I'll happily make one. Anyway, we're going to come back to our bedrooms. We're going to seal these in with doors. There's also enough room here to place a few boxes. If you place these a little bit more flush against the walls, you can place boxes in between here, but I didn't. Put that into the door as well. Now from here, we're going to place a window here and a wall frame here. A wall frame here. And 2 normal walls here. And then we're going to close this off with the wall frame as well and fill in all these with doors. So now if you are being top down rated, you can spawn in one of these 2 bedrooms, or both you and your teammate can spawn in these bedrooms. And then this will have a reinforced glass window on it, or a strengthened glass window on it. And you should have a hammer in here, so you can put a kit on, get a hammer, pick it up, and if somebody's top down rating you, you can sit here and wait for them. Or if they're stuck in here somehow, you can open up the window and shoot them. After you have all of that completed, you do have a few empty spaces in these squares. You have about 3 of them, I do believe. Yeah, you have 3 of them. You can either make more bedrooms for your team if you have a larger team, or you can just make simple loot rooms out of these, or you can really do whatever you want. It does not matter. But that concludes the second stage of the base. At this point, the base is fully built on the outside. So if you have all of this upgraded to sheet metal, it's at its max rate capacity. The next stage is just simply going to be the rooftop wide gaps and the mountain wide gaps. So we're going to get right into that right now. For the third and final stage of the base, we're going to be building the external wide gaps and the external TCs. So we're going to come to this part of the base that has the 2 foundations. We're going to build 1 triangle foundation, and then we're going to count out 9 forward. So starting at 1, once you get to 9, you should have a slope that goes like this. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3. You can delete these ones, they go all the way back. And we're going to place a foundation here and a foundation here. A triangle foundation here with another foundation here. And 2 foundations off of that. Delete all of that. And then place 2 triangle foundations off of here and here. And off of here we're going to build out 4 foundations. And then we're going to place 3 triangle foundations on both sides like this. We're going to place a half wall on both sides like this. 2 windows beside the half wall and 1 on top like that on both sides. With a wall from here and here, and then seal this part off with half walls. After we have that done, we're going to place 2 floor triangles right here, and then we're going to seal in the rest of the roof. Now we can get our lockers. We can place them here. We're going to make them flush against the wall and then pull them just slightly up. And then same thing over here. Flush against the wall and then pull them slightly up. And then we're going to place 2 roof triangles just like this. If you place them perfectly, you will just barely or not be able to see the locker at all, but you'll be able to loot it through here. Right here you can place a horizontal metal embrasure, and right here you can place strengthened glass windows to seal it off, and you will also still have a peek out of here. You can also seal this off with garage doors. Or sheet double doors, whichever one you prefer. Out here we're going to build out 3 foundations. And 2 triangle foundations off of there. With walls like this, wall frame like this, and 2 floor triangles here. With a TC right here, and seal that off with the window. Then we're going to build back with floor frames. That's how you do the external gates and the external TCs. Now we're going to move on to building the wide gap, not really wide gap, but support for this side of the shooting floor. On each side, we're going to place 2 triangles like this, with wall frames going up all the way to the roof. Off of this, we're going to place 2 floor triangles, and then 2 floor triangles again like that. And then we're going to come down here. We're going to place wall frames all along this edge, and on each side, we're going to put them all the way up to the roof. Once all this is made, we can go up to our roof. We can place a floor triangle here, a floor triangle here, 2 floor triangles here, as well as here, here, and here. Not there. And then 2 floors here and here. Once you have all of that filled in, we can start placing our windows. Our windows are going to go here and here on these 2 sides. And then our windows are just going to surround all of our wide gap. Now, if your name is Sloan and you happen to watch my last video, you might be screaming at me right now about this part. So I do want you to stop typing that comment and just use your head for a second. So, how we're going to fix this hole is we're going to place a wall frame here and a doorway here. And then we're going to take a door, go like this, open it, and that leaves a hole that you cannot fall through. You cannot fall through here. You cannot walk through either side. And you can still peek down and kill any door camper or anybody who's in your compound from any angle. And that's just going to repeat on each side. This hole right here can also be patched with a door going this way and opening it like that. Anyway, we're going to put 2 walls here, 2 windows here, 2 wall frames here, and then close this off with walls. We're going to place a window right here and a half wall here with a triangle floor frame and another one right there. Delete the half wall and place a doorway. And we're going to place a door like this. And then we're going to place a ladder hatch. You can use either ladder hatch. I'd rather use a armored ladder hatch. So what this does is when this is blocked off and when this is open, it actually creates an airlock. So you can't get through here, and you can shoot through it obviously, but if they're standing up and you get the drop on them before they can see you, you probably have the advantage to kill them. So we're going to come out here and we're just going to fill in the roof of the entire shooting floor. Place supports wherever you need, because the shooting floor is at this point done. Once we're done with that, we can come up to the top of our roof, and we are going to fill in this, just like this. We're going to place 1 more wall right here. We're going to place 2 wall frames to the sides like this, and we're going to place a door frame right here. This door frame right here is going to be a vending machine for a drone delivery shop. And then we're going to place 2 garage doors on both sides like this. Off of the left side, we're going to go out and we're going to put 2 walls here, a wall here, and then 2 wall frames here, and then seal in the roof. What this makes is 2 mini garages, so you can pull a mini in here and here. This will protect them from decaying and from any helicopters like the procedurally generated helicopter or any like other people coming in to try and blow up your helis. It'll also stop people from laddering up and taking your helis, unless you have turrets. That's a pretty big deterrent as well. For our final part of the base, we're going to be making the mountain roof, which is on top of the roof. So we're going to come to all 3 of these sides, and we're going to place wall frames right here on these foundations. We're going to build them all the way up to the roof, and we're going to place a floor on the end of it. We're going to place 2 floor triangles like this, and then another floor on the ends like these, and connect these with floor triangles. We're going to place half walls hard side facing out on the ending triangle on both sides, and also on the foundation right here. And we're going to place windows on each. So we're going to place a window here, up here, and we're going to do this for each and every side. Once you have this, we're going to come over here and we're going to build 2 windows here, and we're going to seal it off just like we did down here. Once that's all sealed off, we can come over here and we're going to build our peaks and we're going to build our jump ups. So we're going to build a roof triangle here like this. This gives us a peak down here, so we can make this a horizontal embrasure, and we have a peak down to any door campers or anybody sitting behind our external TC. And now over here on the triangles, we're going to place a half wall here, then a floor triangle here, and we're going to do that on both sides. This makes it so you can peek up here, and you can also peek down through like the corner right here, and you can peek down into your the sides of your gates. This peak also works for here, and you can shoot through the window here and in between the doors right here. There's also a gap right here. There's so many little peaks that you can use in so many different situations that, in all honesty, it's hard not to be able to defend every part of this base. But just to conclude this, we're going to build the wind turbines, and then we're going to put all the embrasures on, and that's just about it. For the final part of this base, we're going to be constructing our towers for our wind turbines. So we're going to place a wall frame here on each of the 3 sides on these 2 triangles. We're going to place 3 up, and then we're going to place 3 up on this side and 3 up on this side. We're going to fill in floor triangles right here, and off of whichever side you have this part on, you can place a floor triangle here, 2 wall frames here, another floor triangle here, and then we can place our wind turbine like this. And then you can connect all of these through a root combiner. I don't know why this one didn't break or make with the symmetry, but that's all good. That's all you have to do for the wind turbines. Now we can fill all these in with embrasures. This one right here should get a horizontal embrasure, but all these other ones should just get normal vertical ones, unless you have a preference. But that does basically conclude the base. There's a few other things that you can do, like upgrade it to metal and upgrade the doors, but this will mostly be the maximum strength of the base. In most spots that you blow into, you're going to find 4 walls, so 1, 2, 3, and then if you blow in through 1, 2, 3, 4. So the minimum is 3 walls, the maximum is 4, so that would make a pretty annoying raid for raiders. And through doors is even worse, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 garage doors, and 13 to get all of the loot. If I do say so myself, I don't think that is the worst base I've ever made, but I think the real person we should be asking is my good boy Sloan. Where's Sloan at? I need to see him in the comments of this video. I need to hear your thoughts on the base, my brother, because you talked a bunch of shit on the last one, so we gotta see if you can talk shit on this one as well. I want to hear your feedback, my man. Anyways, I do hope you guys all enjoyed watching, and I do hope I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out. Don't forget to go check out Maslin Mic Check.